And they are set. And away they go. Significantly broke okay here for the Sky Bet and Symphony Group Stakes. King of Stars on the near side with Dakota Gold and Count d'Orsay. Gath and Far there. Over on the far side, Bergerac's blue headgear, yellow colours showing up. Look out, Louis, right up there. Mountain Peak purple jacket. Copper Knight's there as well. So too is Living the Dream in the pink. On the near side, King of Stars, the grey, just being trapped by Dakota Gold, Gath and Far, and Ancient Times right up there. Bond Chairman, driven along then is Good Eye in that group. Dusky Lord a little bit outpaced, and Zarzini's just trying to find some racing room. Over on the far side, Mackinac is trying to make up ground from the back with Nomadic Empire. Gives the Sub is under pressure, and then behind these, one that's lost a bit of ground is Project Dante, but Bergerac is the leader. Over on the far side, down the centre, King of Stars, as they race up towards the final furlong. Atalis Bay is getting into a good mood on the far side. He moves up to dispute second with Nomadic Empire. King of Stars, who started on the near side, edging towards the far side, is in front inside the final 50. Bergerac fighting back. King of Stars and Bergerac got there just from King of Stars and Atalis Bay, with Mackinac close up and Nomadic Empire on their heels. They're set now and off and racing for the Group 3 Tattersalls Acomb Stakes over 7 furlongs. One or two jockeys looking across already to see who's going to take up the running, and nobody seems that keen to do so. Shaquille is taking a fierce hold for Sean Levy. Just being trapped by Indestructible and Wider Shaldine, who moves up to dispute second. Chile racing in 4th place now, ahead of Hectic and Oviedo on the inside as they race in a straight line for the first 2.5 furlongs. Millstream is held up towards the back together with Local Dynasty, and looking on is Feel the Need, travelling okay but in last place as they straighten up for the judge then. Just over half a mile to go, and Shaquille is settling better. Now he's allowed to stride on. He's being tracked by Shaldine on the outside there though, and in fact maybe Shaldine might be showing ahead of Shaquille for the first time. Indestructible driven along in 3rd place as they pass the 3 furlong marker, and then Hectic and Millstream being produced on the outside. Millstream just edging closer now picks up and goes into 4th place. Shaldine making the best of his way home there, just in front of Indestructible. Shaquille's given way on the inside. Oviedo trying to come from the back. Millstream's being switched to the inside, goes into 3rd now as Indestructible comes alongside Shaldine inside the final furlong. Millstream next to the rail over on the far side. Shaldine is battling back on the far side though, and Shaldine is digging deep again and is going to see them off in the Acomb. Goes on to win from Indestructible. Oviedo ran on for 3rd, and back in 4th was Millstream. Here we go, lined up, and away they go, racing over 1.5 miles here. Grand Alliance a little bit tardily into stride, but he's recovering now, and Secret State is in no hurry either. He's alongside Grand Alliance, has been dropped out. Walk of Stars and Acal are the two disputing the early running. Acal, in fact, and Ryan Moore just ahead now on the rail of Walk of Stars. Deauville Legend is tracking them in the white jacket in 3rd. El Bodegon in the green and black is racing in 4th place ahead of Grand Alliance. And Secret State dropped out today. Normally races pretty handily. He's just taking a little bit of a tug at the back there for William Buick, the favourite, but he's about 6 lengths off the speed as the runners head across towards the mile start over on the far side of the Knavesmire. Acal, the leader, striding out by a couple of lengths or so in front of the white cap of Walk of Stars. Deauville Legend and Danny Muscat in the white and red colours tracking. And then follows on the inside Grand Alliance, on the outside El Bodegon with Secret State in last place, but still about 5 lengths off the speed as they head down now towards the left-hand turn over on the far side and approaching the halfway point. In the Sky Bet, Great Voltigeur. 4 of these in the ledger. 2 of them are geldings. They can't run in it, sadly, but at this stage, Acal is the leader. He's in the season's final classic and leads by 2 lengths then as they come to the final 5 furlongs. Walk of Stars and Deauville Legend, the 2 geldings in 2nd and 3rd. El Bodegon next with Grand Alliance, and Secret State still poised at the back. And you suspect that this is going to change quite quickly down the home straight. They've got just over half a mile left to cover here in the Great Voltigeur, and Ryan Moore is has dictated the affair so far on Acomb. Now squeezed along is Walk of Stars, and El Bodygon is looming up on the outside as well. And behind them, Deauville Legend is travelling very smoothly into the race, being kept in there though by Secret State. They're old rivals, these two. And then comes Grand Alliance, who's outpaced El Bodygon, making his bid for glory then as they approach the final 2 furlongs. Deauville Legend is out after him. On the outside is Secret State. Acomb is well held today. They race inside the final furlong and a half. Deauville Legend strikes the front from El Bodygon as they race inside the final 150 yards, and Danny Muscat looks across and sees he's going further clear on Deauville Legend. What a likeable horse he is, and he's going to take the great Voltigeur for the James Ferguson team as Secret State runs on for second, and back in third place El Bodygon with Walk of Stars next. And set. They are off and racing, and Sebaska just dwelt as the stalls opened for the 2022 Juddmonte International and gave away 3 or 4 lengths to his rivals. Now the pace is coming from High Definition, and he's sent into an early advantage by Ryan Moore. Mishrif, who broke much better today, it was a good sign, racing in second place, 3 lengths down on the leader. He in turn is about 2.5 to 3 lengths clear of Native Trail, and Dubai Honor on the inside. Baid at this stage is in 5th place. The only horse behind him is Sebaska, who's playing catch-up as the runners head down the far side of the Naves Mark. Looks to be a pretty good gallop being set here by Ryan Moore as they go past the 7 furlong marker on the far side. High Definition up then by about 4 lengths now. Last year's brilliant winner Mishrif racing in second place. 2.5 lengths away then to Native Trail, the 3-year-old in third, followed by Dubai Honor, and his stable companion Baid is just on his flanks on the outside. Baid defending this unbeaten record and stepping up to 10.5 furlongs today. He's got 1 behind him, that'll be Sebaska, who won the York Stakes here last time. So they're about to turn in to the home straight in the 2022 Juddmonte International, and Ryan is pressing on here on High Definition, trying to just gain more momentum here on that bend. Leads by about 6 lengths then. Mishrif in second for James Doyle. Then in third on the inside, Dubai Honor making ground, Native Trail. And now between horses, Baid is picking up on the bridle under Jim Crowley as the runners head down now to the final 2.5 furlongs. Unknown territory from here on in for Baid as he eases into contention. Mishrif has struck the front. Mishrif going on here as they race down towards the final furlong and a half. Jim Crowley's hardly moving on Baid. Now he's asking him to pick up this leader, and the response is instantaneous, and Baid gallops past Mishrif and goes on inside the final furlong. That was really impressive, and Jim Crowley's looking round here, and this is going to be brilliant. There's no question he loves the distance, and it's a perfect 10 for Baid in the Juddmonte. Wow, he's won by 6 lengths. Mishrif in second, Sebaska close again with Dubai Honor for third, followed home by Native Trail and High Definition. Ready and off and racing. And a nice break as well, over 2 miles this time, just slightly longer than that. In fact, Monsieur Lombre rather reluctant to get going on the inside there in the black and yellow colours. The Sky Bet Stayers Handicap underway then, this heritage contest, worth £100,000 in the pot, with Hold on the outside of Soapy Stevens and Thunderous in the pale blue jacket settling in third. Rock Eagle is in fourth ahead of Red Verdon in the blue and red diamonds. And then Frankenstella, the mare, is on the outside of Zoffi as they take the turn away from us. Master Milliner in the black with the white spots is followed then by Red Flyer in the green and orange check. The back true at this stage, Priano is on the rail. On the outside then is the grey Alfred Boucher. And last of all is Monsieur Lombre as they race away towards the far side of the racecourse here, down towards the 1.5 mile start, the great Voltigeur start, with about 8 or 9 lengths covering these runners then as they head off down the back. So with Hold, 9 years young now, out in front in the hands of James Doyle as they head down the back straight, leading by a length then. Thunderous racing in second, Soapy Stevens content to sit in close up third, Red Verdon and Rock Eagle next. These the leading 5 then, a break of 1.5 lengths to Frankenstella, who travels nicely on the outside of Zoffi next to the rail. Then a bit of a break behind these then to Red Flyer and Master Milliner, who's held up then, defending his good York record today. Then comes the grey on the outside, Alfred Boucher, just being ridden along now towards the back briefly, ahead of Priano and Monsieur Lombre. So now the runners making their way down towards the final mile of the contest now. And probably, if anything, they've just become a bit more stretched out now, maybe 12 lengths between first and last. Withhold making a good pace here, nice even gallop from Thunderous. Ryan Moore just keeping tabs on James Doyle. Soapy Stevens and Franny Norton in their maroon sleeves under restraint in third. Red Verdon on the outer. And then comes Rock Eagle on the rail there for Rob Hornby. Frankensteller poised for James Sullivan in the red cap, beige jacket. Zoffy is next. Red Flyer towards the rear half of the field. The white face then of Master Milliner as they race down towards the final 5 furlongs of the contest. Alfred Boucher, the grey, still going all right actually again. Alfred Boucher from Priano and Monsieur Lombre still the last 3 as they begin to turn down towards the home straight here in this £100,000 Sky Bet Stayers Handicap. Withhold has had things very much his own way so far with half a mile left to travel. Thunderous being squeezed along on the outside. Soapy Stevens isn't though. He's travelling much better, you'd imagine, alongside there. Although appearances can be deceptive. Look at Frankensteller being launched down the centre on the outside. She's really picking up the mare in the beige jacket to throw down a threatening challenge then with 2.5 furlongs left to run. Frankensteller has struck the front behind them. Staying on from the back is Red Flyer. Here comes Alfred Boucher and Will Buick, though he's looking across at all of them. And Alfred Boucher is on the bridle as he throws down the challenge now to Frankensteller, who continues to battle away on the inside. These two are going to fight this out. They got just over a furlong left to go. Frankensteller digging deep. Alfred Boucher just ahead of her though. Inside the final 150 yards, and Alfred Boucher being driven out towards the line is going to get his head in front and goes on to win well. In second, Frankensteller. Zoffy was third. Red Flyer and Thunderous next. And they're off. Just leaning right-handed, she came out there, Peggy Sue. Just came across fast response there. This Irish Thoroughbred Marketing 200th voucher winner, Fillies Handicap Class 2 underway. Up it's Maggie on the far side. Showing up with Designer, who's showing a good early pace. On the near side, Mejtam is racing all by herself, albeit slightly outpaced. Good pace being shown by Peggy Sue, who's recovered well, may just be the overall leader down the centre. A track there by Sophie Starr, Sandbeck in the red jacket, Ada Girl right there, so too Gilded in the cheek pieces, the first colours of Nick Bradley. Sophie Starr being shuffled along the yellow cap, and then behind them in the red cap is fast response over on the far side, coming through Selby's Pride together with Designer. Designer on the far side is lengthening well from Sound of Iona next to the rail. Up it's Maggie's weakened out of it. International Girls never got there, and as they race up towards the closing stages, it's on the far side here, the action, and Designer goes on to win well. Designer's won it. Pink Crystal got up for second, just ahead of Sandbeck, with Cuban Breeze in fourth. And they're off and racing. Just darting out to the right slightly was Misty Blues as she left the stalls. The Sky Bet Nursery, £100,000 up for grabs here, and it's a really wide open contest. Monteforte's noseband showing up in front, maybe on the far side. Certainly on the near side, Lost Angel in the blue jacket, red cap, alongside Rogue Spirit showing good pace. Right behind them, Silencer, followed then by Shandy Star, the white colours, Misty Eyes next. Covered up then is Braveheart Boy, I should say, yellow and red colours. Over on the far side, Beautiful Eyes showing really good toe, then Gifted Angel being pumped along. Ramazan, the yellow and black stripes, is getting into challenging position. Cathy Come Home, short of room there in the blue and white colours. Legend of Xanadu covered up there behind Mrs. USA next to the rail on the far side then. Utilis has dropped out of it. Shine's Ambition struggling, so too is Bakil. Racing up inside the final quarter mile here. And over on the far side, Silencer has come storming through. Alongside Rogue Spirit, those going after him. Over on the far side, Ramazan. Streets of Gold is bursting through between horses, and on the wide outside, Misty-Eyed, Streets of Gold with a thrusting late run has come storming through and is going to maintain his unbeaten record. Streets of Gold completes the hat-trick. Misty Blues rather, in second place. Tight for third then with Silencer, Lost Angel and Ramazan all involved in the placings.